If you are training and you are using anger, you are feeling these emotions of rage, but you're doing it because you want to train harder, you want to push the weight harder, right? You want to be more intense in your workouts. I got something that you need to go ahead and listen to right now. I used to do the same thing, and I've done it for as long as I can remember. But doing so has a very, very negative consequence. And what it's doing is it's reinforcing that emotion of rage, that emotion of anger. And so therefore, it doesn't just stay that way when we work out, we carry it over. When we're done working out, we still have that emotion, we still have traces of feeling that way. And this is because our body is used to whatever feeling we are feeling throughout the day. There's 24 hours in a day. And out of that 24 hours, how we feel, the emotions that we are experiencing, no matter what is actually happening, the more often that we experience a certain emotion, a certain feeling, and the heightened state of that will determine what we express. So if we are always arguing with people, we're always getting frustrated and getting mad at people, that's because we are used to that emotion. We're used to that emotion of conflict. We're used to that emotion of arguing, of conflicting. Or if we're constantly like slamming on things, punching things, being like really aggressive, that's because we're used to that emotion of aggressiveness, of rage. So we want to go ahead and cut that out of our life, because unless you want to always feel that emotion and have that energy behind the things that we do, the way we talk to people, the way we treat our loved ones, unless you want that, you got to cut it out of your life. And let's start off by cutting it out of the way we work out, because that is one of the most often times that people do it. And, me included before, I used to think like, let's use it as a fuel. You hear a lot of people talk about get mad at it, use rage at it, but it doesn't, I know it increases the intensity, but the negative consequences is not worth it. Here is what you do, okay? To still keep your intensity up, still have the energy that you're looking for, but not have that emotion of aggressiveness and rage and anger. All you do is this. Number one, get really present. Let go of the thoughts, put all of the attention in the present moment. So this way, anytime our attention goes anywhere, if we're in our mind thinking about all this stuff, then our energy gets leaked out through the mind. Because when we think, it takes energy to think, okay? So when we focus everything onto what we're doing, that lift, that exercise, whatever it is, that practice, we're able to direct all the attention there. Number two, stay calm, stay relaxed. When we tense up any part of our body, we're using energy. Like let's say you're watching this video right now. Go ahead and tense up your stomach. Just tighten it up, right? And just try it right now. Tighten up your stomach and continue to watch this, right? And then now after that, let's say tighten up your quads and then continue to watch this, right? Every time you tighten up an extra muscle, you can feel the extra energy being exhausted. And the more we tighten up, the more energy we use. So therefore, when we are working out, we tighten up only what is necessary to do the movement, and then we relax everything else. So if you're doing a compound movement, you got to tighten up 7-10 muscles, cool, then tighten it up, right? You got to stay safe. You got to make sure your posture is good, so you do what you need to. But if you're doing a certain exercise and you only need to tense up maybe 2 muscles, maybe 3 muscles, then do that only. If you're doing an exercise and you don't have to tense up everything because you're not endangered. A lot of times we think we got to stay tense in all these areas. No, actually you don't. Tense up only what is needed. So this way you use the minimum amount of energy for those supporting muscles, right? The areas that aren't as important, and then you put all of your energy in the primary movements that you're doing, right? So that's the other thing. Staying calm and relaxed, tensing only up what is needed. So now you're still able to come in with that intensity. You're still able to come in with that focus and still get a good workout, but you're not supporting this emotions, this emotions of anger and rage. Bruce Lee talked about be like water, right? Well, look at water. Water never forces anything, but yet water gets through everything without any force. Martial artists know that the moment they get angry, the moment when they start to go ahead and have rage behind how they fight, they start to lose control. They start to just throw and swing wildly. And that's when they get taken out. That's when they start to go down. So that's why for people that are studying martial arts, and you look at you think about people that have to use intensity, that has to use power, has to use force, working out, yes, but fighting, that's a lot, right? But why do they do that? It's the same idea. We got to stay focused. We got to learn how to direct our energy the right way. Okay, so next time when you work out, start to relax. Start to relax. Here's something that you can do. Here's another tip. Breathe through your nose. If you inhale and exhale through your nose, it would help your body start to relax. Now, if you're first doing this, you've never done it before, it's a little tougher because you're not able to gasp for air the way you would if you didn't breathe through your nose. I remember I used to breathe through my mouth all the time, and I was terrible at breathing, back in the day when I was lifting. And it was tough. So take your time, be patient with it. But as you start to work on it, you'll find it easier to breathe in and out through your nose, and your body's able to stay calmer. Okay, so now you're able to go ahead and start to work on getting that intensity up by staying focused, staying relaxed, tensing only what is needed, okay, to do the movement.